Forest are linked with Vlahović from Juventus. Welcome to your transfer news. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to your latest Forest transfer news. Coming up, we're going to go through this huge link as Vlahović is linked with Forest, and Forest is the best offer on the table currently. I'll give you an update on Elanga as well, which is actually quite positive. And if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you are new here. And don't forget to check out the sponsors of the video today, Football Prizes, where you can win this crazy good prize. It's a bundle deal. It's a signed framed Forest shirt, a bit like the one I've got behind me, but with the most recent kit. You can win a signed Nuno shirt, and you get the new kit once it's released, all as part of a bundle, and the tickets are only 99p. So scan this QR code or click on the link that's pinned in the comments. All right, let's jump into this video, and I'll run you through the article in just a second. But Vlahović, I said to you guys a couple of weeks ago, I had a feeling on this one that Forest would think about it. Forest would have a little gander at him. The 25-year-old Serbian, playing currently at Juventus, before that is at Fiorentina, is a goal-scoring machine, averages roughly speaking about one every other game. And there are talks now linking him away from Juventus because his dream is to play in the Premier League. And his bigger dream than that is to link up with his best buddy, the Serbinator. Okay, that bit I'm adding just for dramatic effect, but they are seriously good mates. So that is probably one of the reasons why these links are happening. And you can see Marinakis, who played with him at Fiorentina, who plays with him internationally as well. You can see the little link up going there. So that's the big news. Now, how much is he going to cost? Well, Juventus spent about 70 million pounds on him, euros, sorry, plus 10 as well in add-ons. But Vlahović is coming to the end of his contract. It expires next June 26th. And the going rate, or the feeling around the market at the moment, is that 25 to 30 million pounds will get this one over the line. But that's not the issue. The price is fine. It's his wages. He's on over 200k a week in euros, about 190k in pounds. That's huge, man. I think Forest have only really done that once before with Jesse Lingard, and we all know how that worked out. So, look, do I like this player? Yes, I do. Very, very good box finisher. For those of you who haven't seen much of him, let me kind of give you my thoughts on him. He's almost like a better version of Chris Wood. He finishes beautifully on his left foot. I think he's over-reliant on his left foot. He scores a lot of his goals in and around the box, but he has got a power shot from distance as well. You could say there's elements of a Sesko in him as well. He is quite good at beating a man, but I wouldn't call him lightning fast. He's faster than Chris Wood, obviously. I mean, I big up Chris Wood, but that's not hard. He's quite skillful, but looks awkward when being skillful is the best way I can describe it. A penalty taker as well. I think he's had 30 penalties in his career, scored 27 of them. And he can score from free kicks as well. He's a very good link-up player. Now, in terms of his weaknesses, he can be quite lazy in tracking back. He's not what you'd call a high presser or a presser when Forest would be out of, or Juventus would be out of possession. Those are some of his traits, and he, for me, gets caught offside quite a lot of the times. I think sometimes he can be a bit lazy when it comes to making sure he's in line with everything. Maybe that's because his pace isn't electric and he's trying to steal a yard and what have you. But in general, this is a big name link. This would be a marquee signing, to say the least. So let me run you through the article. We'll have a chat through it together, and let's see what you guys think. So this always a lot around Manchester United as well. Look, let's do the article, then I'll explain all to you. So Juventus striker Vlahović has his heart set on a move to the Premier League. And Teamtalk sources have confirmed that talks have taken place with Manchester United. The Red Devils are in the market for a new centre forward, following Cunha, blah, blah, blah. We don't really care too much about the Man U side of things. Vlahovic's priority is to play in the Premier League, and his entourage is actively speaking to various clubs exploring a move to England. We can confirm that Vlahovic's agents recently met with United. However, it's worth noting that the initiative came from the players' representatives. The club didn't specifically request the meeting to discuss the striker. That said, the conversation was positive, blah, 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 blah. I don't really care too much about the Man U stuff. Now, Man U's priority is getting Gyökeres in, as this report says. So for Man U to then be interested in Vlahović would require a Gyökeres deal to fall through. They've also been linked with Ekitike at the moment as well. Vlahović isn't high on their priority list. So should Man United struggle to land their top striker, a move for Vlahović could become more of a concrete possibility. Okay, so that's the background on it. Now, it says here, it's understood that Forest, AC Milan, Fenerbahce have all shown varying levels of interest to Vlahović. But here's the key bit. Forest is the most attractive option to Vlahović at the moment, followed by Milan, while Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce are not currently considered a viable path. Everton have also been linked to Vlahović, but we understand those reports are wide of the mark as his wage demands around 10 million per year. 190k a week. Big time money there. Vlahović is in no rush to make a decision, biding his time in the hope that other top Premier League teams will come forward with an offer, whether that's Man U or a different team. Anyway, the striker's in no rush to make a decision, and he's still hoping for approaches from other top Premier League teams, whether that's United or another club. Okay, so lot to break down within that. So here's the honest truth. Is Forest his first option? No, he seems to want Manchester United. According to that report, he's basically offered himself out to Manchester United via his agent and representatives. Manchester United did speak to him, had a chat with him, but they're not treating him as a priority. He's on their maybe list. So if Manchester United go and land themselves another striker, then they're not going to be interested in Vlahović. So that's where Forest come in. And also the link between him and Milenkovic is really serious in this because they are close mates on and off the pitch. So Milenkovic will no doubt be bigging Forest up to him, and this could turn into something fruitful. If I was to give it a likelihood, I would say a lot of it, as much as I hate to admit it, will depend on what happens with Manchester United and can they land one of the targets they want ahead of him. If not, that opens the door for Forest and Vlahović, and I think he would be an incredible signing for us because that would give us him, Igor Jesus, who I'm getting now very excited about, and then Chris Wood as well as 3 striker options. And that, imagine we had those in January. Like, where would we be now? We'd probably be sitting in the Champions League because we would have had freshness. We had squad depth up front. So I'm very much for this. 3 strikers? Hell yes. Could then sell Taiwo. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so that's the Vlahović details as it stands. And by the way, do I believe the sources on this one? Yes, I do, is the answer. Because this is also coming out, not just from Teamtalk, but Rudy Giletti, who I think is a good journalist, he's been reporting on this as well. So good links there for Forest with Vlahović. Now, just a quick update on Elanga and a quick reminder while we segue into the next one, please double check you've hit the like button and make sure you've subscribed as well. Now, I'm getting reports to say that Elanga is not interested in leaving Forest. I've seen loads of Newcastle fans putting up pictures of helicopters flying from East Midlands Airport or the City Ground training, the training ground in Nottingham, all the way up to Newcastle, this, that, and the other. What I'm getting told from my reliable sources is that Elanga is not interested in leaving Forest. And again, I think that's what I've been saying the whole time. Elanga is more than happy to stay at Forest. Now, if Newcastle come in with 75 million, then I think a discussion has to be had with Forest and Elanga and his representatives. But I think Newcastle would pivot onto another target if that was the case. So I now expect Elanga to stay at Forest subject to a huge offer from a club like Newcastle. Villa are also showing interest in Elanga. but I can't see that one happening either. So that's the update on Elanga. That's the update on Vlahović. We're live tonight on Grumpy Old Reds from 8 p.m. Apologies about last night, but the software that everyone uses to stream podcasts, it was down. Apparently, I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it got hacked or something. But we'll talk through all this Vlahović stuff, the Elanga stuff, and everything else. And we'll see you then. So don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you are new. Go check out the football prizes. The link's pinned in the comments. And we'll see you tonight at 8. Come on, you Reds.